Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this Dewalt angle grinder. So this is the 24 volt brushless and it has FlexVolt Advantage. Now it'll accept any 20 volt battery. It's just with the FlexVolt you're going to get a little bit more power. So when we operate it, it's got this paddle switch. You got to move that safety out of the way. But then if we put the FlexVolt in, I can tell I get a lot more power. And we just slide the FlexVolt on there. Again, I can definitely tell it's turning a little bit faster and more power. Okay, so it does come with a handle. You can screw it in on either side. We can also put in the Dewalt chip. So if we take these two screws right here, we can install the Dewalt chip. That's called the Dewalt Connect chip right there. So what I really like about this is the guard is one-handed operation. I can adjust it. So just push that in and I can turn this and it'll lock into place. That's a very nice feature, just one-handed operation. Again, because adjusting the guard can be kind of tricky sometimes. We got a spindle lock here. You're going to press that down. That's going to lock the spindle. Now around here, this is the spindle. We're going to unscrew this. Now, in order to get these tight, it does come with this 90-degree Allen wrench, and that's how you're going to tighten this nut here. You're going to put it in, there's Allen keys right there. So you're going to put it in there, and then you're going to use that to take this on and off with. So let's unscrew it. There's our spindle. This adapter is always going to go on first. It's always going to go right here. And when you put that on, there's two little grooves, and you're going to see there's kind of a groove there and there. There is kind of an O-ring there that's kind of help keep that in place when you're changing a blade. But you're going to want to make sure that is seated properly. So when I got the spindle locked, I shouldn't be able to turn this washer if I've got it installed correctly. Now this will accept 4.5 inch and 5 inch disc. Here I've got a 4.5 inch disc that we're going to put on it. Okay, so another thing about this nut, there's these two, you got to line up these grooves in this also. So when you put this on, you're going to line those up to get it going, and then you're going to start to turn it. You can't, it's not just a nut you're just going to put on any old which way and turn. You got to line up those little notches, and then it'll go on. But let's go ahead and put the cutoff blade on. There is a little recess area for that to fit down into. And then again, I'm going to put this on. Okay, now I got to hold the spindle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock the spindle with this. Then I'm going to use this to tighten it down. Okay, this does a really good job of getting it nice and tight. So this tool has an electric brake. So here I've got the disc installed. We're going to start it. So it does wind down and stop pretty quick. It still winds down a little bit, but you can definitely feel that brake engaging. Now the tool only has one speed, and it does have a kickback relief. So if it feels that it's going to kick back, it's going to stop the blade. And then to restart, you're going to have to let up on this and then start it over again. Okay, just some basic tool measurements. You know, without the battery, about 13 inches. Height-wise, you're talking about 4 inches. Across, about almost 3 inches. With the handle, you're right about 8.5 inches. So the tool feels real nice in your hand. This is grippy right here. This paddle feels okay. There's kind of gripper right here. So this also has an E-clutch, which it's an electronic clutch, which in the event of a high load, the unit will shut off to reduce the reaction torque to the user. The paddle wheel will need to be depressed and restarted. And it talks about the kickback brake. When a pinch or stall binds it up is sensed, the electronic brake engages maximum force to quickly stop the wheel, reduce the movement of the grinder, and shut the grinder off. The paddle wheel will need to be released and depressed again. It also has overload protection. So the motor will be reduced in case of motor overload, the power supply. So it's going to turn itself off if it sees that it's going to draw too much power. Okay, so let's go see how it does cutting. Okay, so I'm out in my shop. I've got the FlexVolt installed. We're going to see how it cuts. Make sure you wear gloves. I also have a face shield on. And here's the metal we're going to be cutting. Okay, so I felt like this tool had a lot of power. Let's try it with a smaller battery, but I definitely do like the FlexVolt battery installed. Okay, so this is a pretty small battery. It's still 20 volts, but I could definitely tell a difference. The blade didn't turn. It cut it okay. I just had to use a little bit more force and it wasn't turning as fast. I'm very happy with this angle grinder. I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.